Hello guys, so we are done with our multiple choice question in our previous video. Okay, in which there were multi corrections, means multi correct options questions. So we are moving on to comprehensions. Okay, so this is a comprehension from quadratic equation. Consider the equation x raised to 4 minus lambda x square plus 9 equal to 0. First question: if the equation has four roots, four real and distinct solutions, then lambda lies in the interval. Okay, it is x raised to power 4 biquadratic, so it will have four roots. We know that. If the equation has four real and distinct solutions, then lambda lies in the interval. We need to find that. Okay, so how we can proceed now? Let's what we can do, let's take x square equals to t, and then t range will be from 0 to infinity, because we know x square range, it is always positive from 0 to infinity. Okay, now let's substitute t square, x square is t, then we will get t square minus lambda t plus 9 equal to 0. Okay, moving ahead. Now if the equation has four real and distinct solutions, what it is telling, four real and distinct solutions, then lambda lies in the interval. Okay, now it should satisfy, means these two, means here there are two solutions and these two solutions will lie in this range of t. Okay, so let's draw this parabola. It will be like this, upwards, and it is from 0, it should lie from 0 to infinity, right? Now let's consider its root at alpha and beta, right? Now we have to tell now let's check the conditions. For the roots to be real and distinct, it should be after 0 in this range, we know that. Now what are the conditions for this location of root? Means alpha comma beta greater than 0. So f of 0 should be greater than 0. First condition, d should be greater than equal to 0. Second, greater than 0. Okay. Now moving forward, this last condition is b by 2a should be greater than 0. These three conditions. So let's check if we put f of 0, we get 9, which is greater than 0, so it is always true. Let's check the other condition we are done with first. Second is d greater than 0, so lambda square minus 4 into 9, okay, which should be greater than 0, which will indirectly 36 greater than 0, and we can write is like this. Now what we are getting it minus infinity to minus 6 union 6 to infinity, right? Now let's check the third part, which says as follow: lambda upon 2 should be greater than 0, so lambda should be greater than 0. So lambda will belong, if we take intersection, it will belong from 6 to infinity. Okay, so C is the answer. Okay, now let's move on to second question, which is if the equation has no real solution, then lambda lies in the interval. If the solution has no real solutions, okay, so how we will do this one? How we will do the second one? So for second one, let's see what approach we can do. So if there are no solutions, we know, we have drawn it, both roots will be after 0. if the both roots are before 0, then there will be no solution, right? As the basic condition is the root should be after 0 to infinity, and now the roots are before 0. So what are the conditions for this graph? The conditions are f of 0, d should be greater than 0, minus b by 2a should be less than 0. Okay, these three conditions. Now let's check the conditions. First condition is f of 0, which is 9 greater than 0. It is always true, always true. D we will again get, okay, we will not do it again, which will lead us to minus infinity to minus 6 union 6 to infinity. Okay, now let's check this. It is telling lambda upon 2 should be less than, so lambda should be less than 0. Now lambda will belong from minus infinity to minus 6. Okay, from this, now there can be another case. The second case will be like this: if the root is positive, it doesn't touch only. Okay, when such thing occur, it can occur here or here, doesn't matter. So what is the condition, basic condition for this? It is we are doing second case, this was first case. The second case will be d less than 0, which will give us lambda minus 6 into lambda plus 6 should be less than 0, which will give us lambda belongs to minus 6 to 6. Let's take union of a and b. So a union b will give us lambda belongs to minus infinity to 6, right? And is there any option? Is there any option of lambda belong minus infinity to 6? Yes, b is the answer. B is the answer. Okay, let's move on to third, which says if the equation has two real solutions, then the set of value of lambda is two real solutions. It has two real solutions. Then what conditions can be possible? Now let's here let me call it as 3. There the graphs which are possible for it to be two real solutions can be this alpha and beta, and here it should be 0. Okay, this graph can be possible, and the second graph is like this: both roots are equal. Okay, now what are the conditions for this graph? It should be f of 0 less than 0. This is the condition. So if we put 0, 9 can be less than 0, not possible, so no solution from here, no solution from here. Moving on further, d should be equal to 0 from this, and we get d lambda minus 36. We are not going to calculate it again and again, you know. Okay, so lambda we are getting lambda plus minus 6. Okay, plus minus 6, right? Okay, we are getting lambda plus minus 6. Now f of 0 means this should be, f of 0 should be greater than 0. This is the 9 should be greater than 0. Okay, now so it should be greater than 0 because it belongs from 0 to infinity. Okay, real roots. So lambda will be 6 or minus 6, both. It can be 6 or minus 6. Is there any option of 6 and minus 6? No, there is a range of minus 6 to 6. There is no specific, so D is the answer. None of this, so D is the answer. First we should know these two conditions, and here D will be equal to 0. We got plus minus, f of 0 should be greater than 0. Okay, f of 0 should be greater than 0, and after this 9 is greater than 0, and we got 6 and minus 6, and there is no option for minus 6 and 6, so D is the answer. Okay, let's move on to next question. Okay, let's move on to next question, which is as follow. The next question is as follow, which is matrix match. Okay, we are done with comprehension. We are moving ahead, and this is matrix match. Now in column 1 it is saying find all the possible values of k for which every solution of the inequation x square minus 3k minus 1 into x plus 2k minus k minus 2 is greater than 0, and is also solution of the inequation x square minus 1 the whole greater than equal to 0. Now there will be answer from this. Okay. So how can we start this question? We are checking A. How we can start this? Here I can break 2k minus 2 into its components. How? It will be 2k square 4k minus k, okay, minus 2, and this can become 2k square minus 4k plus k minus 2. Taking 2k common will give us k minus 2, and from here if we take 1 common it will give us k minus 2, and this will indirectly k plus 1 into k minus 2. I was just doing a little trial that using this can we create 3k minus 1 on adding. Yes, we can create. It will add on give 3k and minus 1, right? So we can use this. So what our equation will become? Our equation will become 2k plus 1 into x, okay, plus k minus 2 into x plus this 2k square, this we can 2k plus 1 into k minus 2 should be greater than 0. Now x minus 2k plus 1 is one solution, and x minus k minus 2 is another solution. Okay guys, so these two are the solutions. Okay, moving ahead. Now let's see what we can do further. We got these two solutions. Okay, now let's check x square minus 1 greater than equal to 0. What we are getting, x is greater than equal means x minus 1 and x plus 1 greater than equal to 0. Now if we plot the point, we will get x belongs to minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity, okay, with this included. Okay, now now let's draw this parabola. Now let's assume this is the parabola, okay, and this is 2k plus 1, and this is k, sorry, this will be k minus 2y, and this k plus 1. And what it is telling, let's read it again. It is telling is also solution of the inequation x square minus 1 greater than, so the solution of this should lie in this also. So it should be minus 1 and it should be 1. Why it is k minus 2? Because if the solution lie in minus 1, then this can create negative terms while this can create positive terms. So this will be greater and this will be less. Now what are the conditions for this to happen? This will happen if k minus 2 if less than equal to minus 1 and 2k plus 1 is greater than equal to 1, है ना? Because if it is greater than or equal to, then solution will lie in this range, which will also be a solution of this x square minus 1. So we will satisfy this condition. Same goes for here. If it is less than equal to minus 1, then the solution of this will lie in the solution of this. Okay, the roots. Okay, so k will be less than equal to 1, or from here k should be greater than equal to 0. So what we are getting, k belongs to 0 to 1. Is there any option of 0 to 1? Yes, T is the answer. T is the answer. I'm writing here, T is the answer. Okay, now let's move on to second, which is B. Now in B, what we can get? We can get, let's check B. B is telling, let me read B first. If a comma b comma c and d are the four positive real numbers such that a b c d product is equals to 1, the minimum value of 1 plus a 1 plus b, 1 plus c, 1 plus d lies in the interval. By observing this, we can see we will apply am and gm, then we can get this term easily. Okay, so let's try to apply am and gm. First, abcd is equals to 1 given, and we know am is greater than equal to gm. Then according to that, 1 plus a upon 2 should be greater than equal to under root a. Similar goes for 1 plus b by 2 should be greater than equal to under root b, and 1 plus c by 2 should be greater than equal to under root c. 1 plus d by 2 should be greater than equal to under root d. Okay, moving on ahead, we want 1 plus a, so it will be 2 times. 1 plus b should be 2 times. 1 plus c should be 2 times, and 1 plus d should be 2 times d. Okay, now if I multiply all these, which will give us 1 plus a into 1 plus b into 1 plus c into 1 plus d, which will indirectly lead to 16 into under root a b c d. Sorry. Okay, now we know abcd, so it will be 16 because its value is 1. So 1 plus a plus 1 plus b plus 1 plus c 1 plus d should be greater than equal to, its minimum value is 16. Is there any option of 16? No. So no solution from here. Okay, let's move on further. 0 to infinity. Okay, no, not possible. Okay, let's see. In the C, it is telling if 5 की power x plus 2 is greater than 1 by 2 की power 1 by x, then x may lie in the interval. Okay, how can we solve this? Now let's see. 5 की power x plus 2 is greater than, we can write it 5 की power minus 2 की power 1 by x, and which will indirectly give us 5x plus 2 is greater than 5 minus 2 by x, right guys? And then now we can equate it, which will give us x plus 2 should be greater than minus 2 by x, and this will indirectly give us x plus 2 plus 2 by x should be greater than 0, and this will give us x square plus 2x plus 2 should be upon x. Okay, upon x should be greater than 0. Okay, should be greater than 0. Then what can we do further? We can do make it perfect square, which will lead us to this. Okay, which will lead us to this, plus 1 should be greater than 0 upon x. Okay, now moving ahead, what can we do? Now here x should not be minus 1. If I take this will become 0, but it doesn't matter, it will be greater than. But if here it is negative, then it will not be greater than 0. So we will not take any negative term, and we will not take 0 because it will become undefined. So this will belong from 0 to infinity. So S is the answer. Now let's check for D. What D tells? D is telling if log 3 into 3 into 3x square minus x minus 5, okay, minus 5 upon log 3 power x square plus 1 is greater than 1, then the smallest positive integral x lie in interval. Okay, so what we can do? Okay, we are done with this. Okay, let me take this page out. Okay, what can we do? How can we proceed? Now log 3 की power 3x square minus x minus 5. Now this log 3x square plus 1, here it is greater than 1, so we can move it, it is positive, and this is also positive, so we can write it log 3x square plus 1. Basic property of log. Now we can apply equality, which will give us x square plus 1. Okay, now this will lead us to minus 6 greater than 0. Moving on ahead, we should get 12, so we will do this. 4x minus 3x minus 6 should be greater than 0, so 2x, it will remain 2 x minus 2, and if we take this, okay, let me open it, otherwise if I did any silly mistake, it will give us wrong answer. Okay, which will be a lot of trouble. So 2x, x minus 2 plus 1 plus 3 we will take, it will give us x minus 2 greater than 0. Okay, 2x plus 3, and here we are getting x minus 2 greater than 0. Now x belongs from minus infinity to minus 3 by 2 union 2 to infinity. Okay, so what are the answers? So P and R are the answer, because 2 to infinity and minus infinity to 3 by 2. So P and R are the answer. Okay guys, so we are done with matrix match. This is first matrix match. Okay, let's move on further. Okay, so we will move on our to next question, which is matrix match, second matrix match. This is the second matrix match. Okay, place it, I was not getting it, so I was searching for it. Okay, so this is column 1, which says if the first, and these are the options. Okay, the A is if the equation 4 power x square plus 2 minus 9 into 2 की power x square plus 2 plus 8 equal to 0 has k solutions, then value of k is. Okay, now we want to find the value of k. How can we proceed? We can take 2 की power x square plus 2 as t. Okay, so it will become t square minus 9 into t plus 8 should be equal to 0. Moving on further, we will get 8t plus t plus 8 equal to 0, which will lead us to t minus 8 and t minus 1 equal to 0. Now we can write x square plus 2 equals minus 8 equal to 0, and x square plus 2 minus 1 equal to 0, which will lead us to x square equals to, here we will get 6. Okay, x square plus 2 minus 8, and here okay minus 6, and here it will become 6, and here x square is equals to minus 1. Wait, 8 ones are okay. We are not doing any silly mistake. No, 8 minus 1. Okay, it is 6. It is 6, and it is x is equals to minus 1. This is not possible. So x is equals to let me check, 4 2 की power x square, okay, minus 9 plus करके 80 minus 8, the 8 is equals to x square to 6. So we are x square equals to minus 1 is not possible, and x is equals to plus minus under root 6. So we are getting x two values. So r is the answer. Okay, so r is the answer. Now we are moving on to b. This was, let me separate, this was a. Now let's move on to b. Let me do it on this side. B. So B, it has given if x sine theta equals to y cos theta equals to 2z tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta, then 4z square into x square plus y square upon x square minus y square, the whole square is not greater than, okay, is not greater than what value? Okay, so So how we can proceed it? So let's equate x sine theta. Let's equate with x sine theta equals to 2z tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. So if I write tan theta as sin theta upon cos theta, what will I get? X sin theta is equals to 2z sin theta, and this will become cos theta. This cos square theta will go here, cos square theta minus sin square theta, and here it will be cos square theta. Okay, and this cos theta and this cos theta will cancel, and one cos theta will move up. Okay, so after this we will cut these two. We will get x is equals to cos square theta. What we are doing, we are finding z from these two and then try to equate them, because that is the only choice. Okay, upon 2 into cos theta, it will be z. Okay, 2 into x, we did any mistake? Minus upon 2 into cos theta. Okay, now let's y cos theta should be equals to 2z tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. Similarly, so what we will get from here, we will get y cos square theta minus sin square theta. By comparing, we can easily predict what we will get. It will be sin theta. Okay, now we got these two. Now let's equate them. If we equate them, y cos square theta minus sin square theta upon 2 sin theta should be equal to x cos square theta minus sin square theta upon 2 cos theta. Okay, these two will cancel out, and what we are getting, tan theta equals to y by x. Okay, tan theta equals to y by x. Now let's use this condition and put this value here. So we will get sin theta is equals to 2z, here is x. Okay, here is x, and this will be y upon x. Okay, and this will become x square minus y square upon x square. Okay, so what we are getting, these two x will cancel out, this will be 2zy upon x square minus y square. So using this we can similarly find cos, which will be 2z x upon x square plus minus y square. Now let's use sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Okay, because we need to add these twos and square also. So if I put this value in sin theta, we will get 4z square y square upon x square minus y square. See, we are getting something similar to like this, and here we will get 4z square x square. Okay, now if we add this, we will get, take 4z square common, it will become x square plus y square upon x square minus y square the whole square. So it will be equal to 1. So Q is the answer. Okay guys, Q is the answer here. Now let's move on to next question, means C. Let's read it first. Let tan alpha equals to the integral solution of the inequality 4x square minus 16x plus 15 less than 0 and cos beta equals to 1. If sin alpha plus beta dot sin alpha minus beta is a by b, where a and b are co-prime, then mod a minus b is greater than. Okay, we want to find this value. Now tan alpha, now C, let's see C. So now it is telling tan alpha is the integral is equal to the integral solution of this 4x square minus 16x. So let's find this integral solution. So 15 4s are 60, and how we can get 10x plus 6x, 16 plus 15 less than 0. So 4x square minus 10x minus 6x plus 15 should be less than 0. Taking 2x common, get 2x minus 5. Taking 3 common, minus 3, we will get 2x minus 5 less than 0. 2x minus 3 and 2x minus 5 we are getting common, so x belongs to 3 to 2 and 5 to 2. Okay, so it is 1 point and this is 2 point, so x will be 2, but it has told x is equal to tan alpha, so tan alpha is equals to 2. Okay, tan alpha will be equal to 2. Okay, so we are getting tan alpha equals to 2. Now if tan alpha is equal to 2, then a sine, if we take a triangle, okay, if we take a triangle like this, if this is alpha and this is 2 and this is 1, what this is, it is 5. Okay guys, this is 5. Now moving ahead, it has given us cos beta is equals to 1. Okay, now it has also given us sin alpha plus beta into dot sin alpha minus beta, which is equals to sin square alpha minus sin square beta. Okay, if cos square beta is equals cos beta is equals to 1, then cos square beta is also equal to 1, and what we will get, sin square beta, it will be equal to 0. Okay, now what is sin square alpha? What is sin square alpha? Sin opposite upon hypotenuse, so it will be 2 upon under root 5 the whole square. Okay, this is 0, it will be 4 upon 5, but this is equals to a by b, so a is equal to 4 and b is equals to 5, so mod a minus b will be equal to 4 minus 5, which will be equal to minus 1 mod, which will be 1, so it is not greater than 1, so q is the answer. Okay guys, now moving on to D, which says let q comma p belongs to 1 2 3 4 if number of equations of the form px square plus qx plus 1 having real roots are m, then m is not less than. Okay, m is not, so it is telling it has real roots, so D greater than 0. Okay, greater than equal to 0, which will give us q square minus 4p should be greater than equal to 0, which will give us q square should be greater than equal to 4p. Now p belongs to 1 2 3 4, so if p is equals to 1, means if we put p is equals to 1, it will be 4. Now q square value should be greater than or equal to 4, so q can take value. What value can we put of q? It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4. Okay, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4. Now if p is equals to 2, then it will become 8. So what q value we can take? We can take q value like we can take here, it will become 8, so 3 and 4. If p is equals to 3, then it will become 12, so we can take q is equals to 4 only, and if p is equals to 4, which will be 16, so we can take only one value 4. So how many q value are possible? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 values, so 7 equations are possible, so its value is 7, so it is not less than, छोटा नहीं है, तो इसमें से तो सबसे छोटा नहीं है, बड़ा है, मतलब इट इज़ नॉट लेस देन 4, इट इज़ नॉट लेस देन 1, तो इसके अंदर 4 ऑप्शन रहेंगे, P Q R S T, बिकॉज इट इज़ नॉट लेस देन 0, इट इज़ नॉट लेस देन 1 2 3 4 5. ओके, मूविंग ऑन फर्दर. ओके, 0. ओके, let's move on. So we are done with our second matrix match. Okay, now we are going to start with subjective problems. Okay, we have done single correct JEE mains level question, JEE advanced level single correct question, multiple correct questions, then we have done comprehensions, matrix match, and then we are moving towards subjective questions, which is as follow. First subjective questions: for what value of a the equation a square minus a minus 2 into x square plus a square minus 4 into x plus a square minus 3a plus 2 equal to 0 will have more than two solutions. Does there exist a real value of x for which the above equation will be an identity? Okay, so identity means it has more than two solutions. For identity, a square minus a minus 2 should be equal to 0, a square minus 4 should be equal to 0, and a square minus 3a plus 2 should be equal to 0. So let's solve this. What we are getting? 2a minus a minus 2 should be equal to 0. Here we are getting a minus 2 into a plus 2, and here a square minus 2a plus a plus 2 equal to 0. From here we are getting a minus 2 and a minus 1. Okay, a minus 2 and a minus 1. From here we are getting a minus 2 and a minus 1. Okay, so what we can do further, and let's me solve. Here we are also getting minus 2, here we are also getting a minus 2, and from here we are getting a square minus 2a plus a minus 2 equal to 0, and if we take a common, a minus 2, and this will become 1, and a minus 2 should be equal to 0. So we are getting a minus 2 into a plus 1 should be equal to 0. So here a minus 2 is common in all of three, so a is equals to 2. For a is equals to 2, this will be identity. Now for what value of x this can be identity? So let's open this. It will become x square minus a into x square minus 2 into x square plus a square x minus 4x plus a square minus 3a plus 2 should be equal to 0. Now let's take a square terms. This is a square term and this, okay, and this also. So x square plus x plus 1, okay, these terms have a square common. We will try to make a quadratic in a terms. Okay, and where is a? This and this. So if we take common, this will become x square plus 3 into a common, and the rest term are 2x square minus 4x plus 2 equal to 0, right? Now if we take at this, can this be equal to 0? Let's check its d. It is 1 minus 4 into 1. No, it is less than, so it cannot be negative, it cannot be equal to 0, so it cannot form an identity for any value of x. Okay, so let's move on further. Okay, the second question of subjective is as follow. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, then find the equation whose roots are given by this first one and this. Okay, we have to find this equation, so we need sum of root for first, which will be alpha plus beta, and 1 by beta plus 1 by alpha. Okay, moving on further, alpha plus beta, we will just simplify it, alpha plus beta upon alpha into beta. Now the first equation which is given has alpha plus beta roots, so alpha plus beta from here is minus b by a, and alpha into beta is c by a. Let's substitute these values. So what we are getting minus b by a plus, okay, here minus b by a into c by a will cancel out, minus b by a into minus b by c, which will give us minus b into 1 by a plus 1 by c, which will be a plus c upon into minus b upon ac. So equation will be ac x square plus b into a plus c into x plus ac equal to 0. I have divided throughout by ac, means multiplied throughout by ac, so this ac which was bottom will cancel out and we will get this equation for these roots. Okay, and for the product, okay, I have not found the product of root is missing. Okay, let me just check. Alpha plus 1 by beta into beta plus 1 by alpha, So if I multiply, I get alpha plus beta into 1 plus this will also become 1 and this will be 1 upon alpha into beta. What I am getting is c by a plus a by c plus 2, which will lead us to c square plus a square upon ac into 2ac upon the whole ac. So the final equation will be ac x square plus b into a plus c into x. If we multiply this, ac will cancel out, so it will be c square plus a square plus 2ac equal to 0. So we got this equation. Okay, let's see the second. We will find its sum of root, which will be alpha square plus beta square plus 4. We can write alpha square as alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha into beta plus 4, which will give us b square upon a square minus 2 c by a plus 4. You can simplify it. Okay, product of root which will be alpha square plus 2 into beta square plus 2, which will give us alpha into beta square plus 2 into alpha square plus beta square plus 4. This will be c square upon a square, 2 into minus b by a, sorry we got this from here, which will be b square, b square upon a square minus 2c upon a plus 4. Okay, moving on ahead, c by a square minus 2, it will be plus b square, 2b square upon a square minus 4c by a, okay, plus 4. Okay, so we got this thing. Now you can use this and apply x square minus sum of root into x plus product of root to get the required equation. Okay, let's move on further. So the third subjective problem is as follow. This is the third subjective problem, which is as follow. If alpha is not equal to beta, but alpha square equals to 5 alpha minus 3 and beta square is equals to 5 beta minus 3, then find the equation whose roots are alpha by beta and beta by alpha. The same problem means a dicto copy of this problem we have solved in single correct questions. Okay, we know this. If it is alpha and beta, it will be general equation, which will be x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0, as it has roots alpha and beta. Now if I take sum of roots, which will be alpha square plus beta square upon alpha into beta, I am doing it fast because we have done it already, and it will be 1. Okay, now what can we get from here? From this equation we can clearly see alpha plus beta is 5 and alpha into beta is what, 3. So just put, so we can write it alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha into beta upon alpha into beta, which will give us 25 minus 6 upon 3, which will lead us to 25 minus 6, 19 by 3. So it will 3x square minus 19x, okay, plus 3 equal to 0, the required equation for these roots. Okay, so we are done with third subjective problems. So we are moving ahead and we are moving on fourth subjective problem, which is as follow. If one root of the equation L minus m into x square plus lx plus 1 equal to 0 be double of the other, and if L be real, show that m is less than equal to 9 by 8. Okay, so if one root is alpha and the other root is 2 alpha, okay, then sum of root will be 3 alpha, which will be sum of the root will be minus L upon L minus m. Let's take it as 1. Now product of the root will be 2 alpha square, which will be 1 upon L minus m. Now if I square it, let me call it, if square 1 and then equate alpha square, then we can get some relation in L, and we know that if L is real, then we will in the end apply d greater than 0 for L, quadratic in L terms. Okay, so let's eliminate alpha. If I square it, it will become L square upon 9 into L minus M the whole square. Now let's equate it. So if I equate it, it will be L square upon 9 into L minus M the whole square, which should be equal to 1 upon 2 into L minus M. Okay, so this will cancel out with this. So L square, 2L square will be equal to 9L minus 9M, and we will get 2L square minus 9L plus 9M should be equal to 0. Now L should be equal to 0. Okay, we know that. So D should be real, D should be greater than equal to 0. Okay, now okay, so what should we do? What we will do, we will do this basic thing, which will be 81. Okay, 81 minus 4A means 2 into C means 9M. Okay, should be greater than equal to 0. Now 9, this 9 will cancel out. 9 minus 8M should be greater than equal to 0. So if I take this there, minus 8M greater than equal to minus 9, so M less than equal to 9 by 8, which is the required thing. So we are done with question number 4. Let's move on to question number 5, which is as follow. Solve the equation x raised to 4 plus 4x cube plus 5x square plus 2x minus 2 equal to 0. One root is being minus 2 plus under root minus 1. We know this root is imaginary, so we can write it. Let it call as alpha, so it will be I. So beta, as complex root exists in pairs, so it will minus 1 minus iota. Okay, we got this. Now alpha plus beta will be, these two will cancel out if I add, and we will get minus 2, and alpha into beta will be minus 1 plus iota into minus 1 into minus iota, which will be minus 1 square into minus into 1 square, which will be 1 minus into minus 1, which will give us 2. Now let's form an equation with this, which will be x square plus 2x plus 2 equal to 0. Now the rest two roots of this will be gamma comma delta. So if I add all this, so alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. Okay, alpha beta plus gamma plus delta will be minus 4, and alpha into beta into gamma into delta will be minus plus minus plus, it will minus 2. Now if I put alpha plus beta from here minus 2, I will get gamma plus delta, which will be minus 2. Okay, and if I put here 2, then gamma plus delta will be minus 1. Okay, now if I form a quadratic equation using this product and sum, it will be x square plus 2x minus 1 equal to 0, and for its rest two root we can do this minus 2 plus minus under root 4 minus 4 into minus 1 upon 2 into 1. Okay, which will give us minus 2 plus minus under root 4 plus 8 upon 2. Okay, so this will cancel out, and minus 1 plus minus under root 2 upon okay, but these are the rest two roots. So we got all the roots. First two roots are imaginary, the rest two roots are irrational. Okay, so we are done with question number 5. Let's move on to question number 6, which is as follow. This is question number 6, which shows, which is telling us, show that the roots of the equation a square minus bc into x plus 2 into b square minus ac into x plus c square minus ab equal to 0 are equal if what is the condition, b equal to 0 or b equal to 0 or is a cube plus b cube plus c cube equal to 3abc. Okay, these are the conditions. So if that is the condition, then let's do d equal to 0. Okay, let's do d equal to 0. So what we are getting, 4 into b square minus ac the whole square minus 4 a square minus bc into c square minus ab should be equal to 0. Now if this 4 will cancel out, what I am getting, b raised to 4 minus 2b square ac plus a square c square minus, now if I multiply this, a square into c square minus a cube into b. Okay, and moving on further, we will get b into c cube plus a b square c. Okay, now this will be equal to 0. Now b raised to 4 minus 2b square ac plus a square c square minus a square c square plus a cube b plus b c cube minus a b square c should be equal to 0. Now these two will add up, and while these two will cancel out. Okay, okay, and let's take this 3 a b square c that side. So b raised to 4 plus a cube b plus b c cube should be equal to 3 b square ac. If I divide throughout by b, I will get b cube plus a cube plus b cube plus a cube b cube plus a cube plus c cube should be equal to 3abc, which is the required condition. Now it is telling either b should be 0 or a should be 0, which we can prove this by, if I take this here, a cube b plus b c cube minus 3b square ac equal to 0, and take b common, it will be b cube plus a cube plus c cube minus 3abc. Either this should be 0 or this should be 0 for it to be equal, right? So this condition is verified. So the sixth question, we are done with the sixth question. Okay guys, okay, so we are done with the sixth question. Let's move on to the next question, which is question number 7. If ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 and bx square plus cx plus a equal to 0 have a common root. Okay, now it is telling it has common root, and a, b, c are non-zero real numbers, then find the value of this. So what are the common root condition? We will apply the common root condition a, b, c, b, c, a, which will be a, b, b, c mod into b, c, c, a is equals to c, a, b the whole square. This is the common root condition. ac minus b square into bab minus c square is equals to cb minus a square the whole square. Okay, now if I multiply this with that, to a square bc minus a c cube. Okay, now b cube a and my plus b square c square, and here it will become c square b square minus 2 b c a square plus a raised to 4. Now does any terms cancel out? Yes, these two terms will cancel out. Okay, and these two terms will add on, and we will move this term here. So I am getting 3a square bc equals to there a c cube plus b cube a plus a raised to 4. If I take a common and divide throughout by a, I will get 3abc equals to c cube plus b cube plus a cube, which is the required thing. So it will be equal to 3 as c cube plus b cube plus a cube upon abc. Okay, so we got its value. So we did done with question number 7. I just applied the common root condition, which you can just look, because there is no other approach. We cannot subtract it because there are a and b coefficients, which we done many questions of common root. Okay, so we will move on to next question, which is question number 8, which is as follow. If one of the root of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 may be reciprocal of one of the root of a1 x square plus b1 x plus c1 equal to, then prove that. We have to prove this. So if ax square, okay, let me okay, if ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 has root alpha, then a1 x square plus b1 x plus c1 equal to 0 has root 1 by alpha. Now if I put 1 by alpha square plus b1 alpha plus c1 equal to 0, and if I multiply throughout by alpha square, what I am getting? I am getting b1 alpha plus c1 alpha square. Now what this equation's root are? This equation root is alpha now. Okay, So this equation root is alpha. So these two have common root now. Common root. So we can apply common root condition. Okay. So we will apply. So we will write it first in C. Alpha square plus b1 alpha plus a1 equal to 0. Now let's apply, which is a, b, c, and c1, b1, a1, c1, b, b1. Okay. B, b1, c, a1, c, a1, a, c1 the whole square, and this will give a, b1 minus b, c1 into b, a1 minus b1, c. This will give c, c1 minus a, a1 the whole square. Okay, this is the required thing which has been asked in question number 8. So we are done with question number 8. We will move to question number 9, which is as follow. This question number 9, if x is be real, then find the range of the following rational expressions. Now it is telling to find the range of this y, which is this. Okay, in such question we mostly multiply this and get the solve it by this. X is real. What x is real signifies d greater than 0, d greater than equal to 0. Okay, so now let's do this. So it will become x into y square in first plus y, and this will be x square plus x plus 1, and if I do this it will become x square plus if I take this x plus y minus 1 should be equal to 0, then d greater than 0 because x is real. Okay, after doing this what we are getting, 1 minus 4 into y minus 1 the whole square should be greater than equal to 0. Now 1 minus 2 into y minus 1, this one equation, and 1 plus 2 into y minus 1, this will be second equation, a square minus b square, then 1 minus 2y plus 2. Okay, the equation is, this should be greater than equal to 1 plus 2y minus 2 greater than equal to 0. This will give us 3 minus 2y, and this will give us 2y minus 1 greater than equal to 0. Now we will change its sign by multiplying by minus. So we will get 2y minus 3 into 2y minus 1 should be less than equal to 0. So we are getting y belongs to 1 by 2 to 3 by 2. Okay, so like this you have to find. So in the second, what we will do, it will become yx square plus 2yx plus 9y minus x square. I have taken this on this side, this will become plus, and minus 9 equal to 0. So y minus 1 into x square plus 2y minus 2 into x plus 9y minus 9 should be equal to 0. Now what we will do, we will apply this thing, which is d greater than equal to 0 because x is real. Again, when we will apply this, we can take common, and this will be y minus 1 the whole square minus 4 into y minus 1 into, we will take 9 common, then it will become y minus 1 again greater than equal to 0. These 4 will cancel out. Y minus 1 the whole square minus 9 into y minus 1 the whole square. Here it is again becoming a minus b. So y minus 3 into y minus 1 over y minus 1 plus 3 into y minus 1 should be greater than equal to 0. So y minus 1 minus 3y plus 3. Okay, or y minus 1 plus 3y minus 3 should be greater than equal to 0. What we are getting? We are getting minus 2y plus 2, and from here we are getting 4y minus 4 should be greater than equal to 0, which will, if we divide, take 2 common, so we will get we are getting 2 common, minus y plus 1 and 2y minus 2 greater than equal to 0, and here we will multiply because this is minus y minus 1, 2y minus 2, and this will become less than. Okay, so what we are getting, y is equals to, this is also we are getting 2 and this is also we are getting, so y should be less than, okay, we are doing some mistake or what, y minus 1 into x, okay, fin 2y minus 2 plus 2, okay, we have done a mistake here, see we have done a mistake, plus 2, this will be plus 2, minus 2 will move here, plus 2 plus 2y. Now after doing this, then rest of the things are right, but 1 plus 1, okay, this will be plus 1, so here it will be plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So after this equation will change, which will form like this, minus 2y plus 4, and here 4y minus 2 should be greater than equal to 0, taking 2 common, minus y plus 2, and 2y minus 1 should be greater than equal to 0, multiplying it by minus, so y minus 2 and 2y minus 1 should be less than equal to 0, so we will get y belongs to, close bracket, 1 by 2 to 2, okay, 1 by 2 to 2, okay, so this is the answer. So I did a silly mistake which was taking it minus. Now we are moving on to last question of today's lecture, which is 10th, which is solve the following inequality. Okay, similar thing, it is very easy, there is nothing great. Okay, just it is the basic inequalities which are taught in inequalities, which will be 5x plus 2x plus 10 should be greater than 0, so we will get x minus 5 and x minus 2 greater than 0, so x belongs to minus infinity to 5 to union 5 to infinity. First one is like this. In the second one, which is also similar to this, which will become 3x plus x plus 3 should be less than 0, so x minus 3 and x minus 1 less than 0, so x belongs to 1 to 3. Moving on to the last third question, which will be 2x upon 2x square plus 5x plus 2 minus 1 upon x plus 1 greater than 0. If we multiply it by 2x into x plus 1 and here by 2x square plus 5x plus 2, okay, and here by 2x square plus 5x plus 2 and x plus 1 greater than 0, okay, what we are getting, it will become 2x square plus 2 minus 2x square minus 5x minus 2, these 2 will cancel out, and here what are you getting, minus 5x, okay, only minus 5x upon, if we simplify this, it can become 2x square plus 4x plus x plus 2 into x plus 1, it should be greater than 0. Moving on ahead, minus 5x upon, if we take 2x common, it will become x plus 2, and if we take 1 common, x plus 2 into x plus 1, further x plus 2 into x 2x plus 1 into x plus 1, we will get this after this step. Now in the last step we will multiply it by minus, and we have in bottom we have less than 0. Now let's plot all the point. First there is a point 0, minus 1 by 2, so minus 1 by 2 will be somewhat here, minus 1 will be here, and minus 2 will be here, okay, positive negative positive negative positive, so x belongs to minus 2 to minus 1 union minus 1 by 2 to 0, so this is the answer. So we are done with all the problems, okay, we are done with all the all 10 problems, and then next question we will do some more subjective problems, and then we will do previous year questions, and then we will move back to Cengage, multiple choice, comprehension, and see some extra problems, and then we will end this chapter in 3 days. You take it 3 days, we will end this chapter, okay. See you in the next video. Bye.